Having a nice pair of shoes has become a really big part of culture in every part of the world. But the culture around shoes seems to be divided into two pieces. One being the super enthusiasts that spend hundreds or thousands of dollars on shoes, and then the other side is people who just buy shoes to get them from point A to point B. What most people don't realize is that shoes are 50% of their outfit. But today isn't just about outfits, it's also about utility. So today we're gonna be talking about the three types of shoes that every guy needs to have. So starting with the classics, everyone needs to have a pair of shoes that they can wear every single day. These Vans are obviously very, very beat up, but these are my daily drivers. They're white on white and leather, so in my opinion, they're one of the only shoes that can get hammered and still look good. So for every guy, it's important to have a comfortable pair of shoes that you can wear every single day. Now, if you're still just wearing the shoes that your mom is buying for you, then I recommend asking her to buy you a pair of white on white shoes next time because they look really, really good with every outfit and they last a really long time. Now, shoes that you wear daily are more of an obvious need, so let's talk about a pair of shoes that every guy needs, that every person needs, but probably looks over. And that's gonna be our running shoes. Most of the time, people think that running shoes are only for runners. It wasn't until getting my first pair of running shoes that I realized that a lot of runners can run because they have a pair of running shoes. Growing up and even into my early adult years, I always hated running because I was terrible at it and it didn't feel like it was doing much for my body. But then my wife got me my first pair of running shoes and invited me out on a run, and at that point, I realized that having running shoes makes all the difference. I think when it comes to most things in life, it's better to start and then to upgrade as you go on. But when it comes to running, I think a lot of people don't run because they don't have a pair of running shoes. So even and especially if you're not a runner, I recommend picking up a pair of running shoes because it might be the difference between running and not. I can't stress this enough, having a good pair of running shoes will encourage you to go run and will make your runs a lot easier, and that will have a huge impact on your emotional health, your physical health, your physique, and the way you feel. I have the On Cloudmonster 2s, which I highly recommend. I just barely took them for my first half marathon race. Of course, getting your first pair of running shoes doesn't mean that you have to sign up for your first 5K or marathon, but like I said, it can be the difference between you actually going out on a run or never running at all. And to my experience, if having a pair of running shoes even increases the chance of you going out for a run, it will be well worth the investment. Now, the last pair of shoes that every guy needs is a pair of dress-up shoes. I've really enjoyed having these leather Johnston & Murphy boots. They've dressed up a lot of my outfits. I specifically like these ones because the leather is really soft, it molds around your foot, and it also has some cool design features in it, like this functional zipper right here, which makes it a lot easier for you to put on your dress shoes and will encourage you to wear them more often. But whether it's going to church on Sunday, wanting to impress a girl or her family, or even just trying to dress up for yourself, having a nice pair of dress shoes in your wardrobe is going to make all the difference. As you could probably imagine, dress shoes are going to be a little bit more spendy, but if you get a good pair and take good care of them, then they will literally last decades. So just as a recap, the three types of shoes that every guy needs is first, daily drivers, second, some running shoes, and third, a nice pair of dress shoes. So if your wardrobe is missing out on any of these, I highly recommend having a pair of each because I truly believe that it will elevate your life. If you guys like this video, subscribe and I will see you tomorrow. Also, YouTube thinks you'll like this video, so go ahead and check it out.